Welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson. This is my cat Tack. And today we're going to be reviewing Westworld Season 2, Episode 2 and 3. Now I'm just going to blow through 2 real quick. I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on it, and then I'll get to 3 in more detail because that's where we are. But I'm loving this season so far. I really enjoyed the first season, even though some episodes were kind of boring. But I love the premise of the story. And in case you didn't know, this is based on a movie back in the 60s or 70s called Westworld, loosely based on that. And there are some Easter eggs in season 1. But anyway, on to the episodes. I'm loving season 2, but I love the whole premise of sentient machines. You know, I don't want them taking over the world or anything like that, but I love the idea of sentient machines, and that's what caught me onto Westworld from the beginning, is that whole idea. But now they're like, you know, becoming more self-aware, and you know, the ones that are self-aware are making others of them self-aware and gaining an army of, you know, these hosts. And I love that. I love the premise of that. As far as like Dolores like wanting to just kill everybody, you know, and take over the real world, that I don't like. I mean, I like the story of that, but you know, the thought of that, because in some ways this can really happen if we ever get to a point like this, you know, which increasingly, as technology is increasingly getting, you know, bigger, or I should say smaller and smarter, things like this, you know, have the potential to actually happen. So that's another reason why I love Westworld altogether. But I loved it in episode 2 when she revealed to Teddy, you know, because he thought he was real, you know, and when he's revealed that he is a machine that's made by someone else, you could just see it wipe over his face like, I don't care, man. Screw the world. Now I'm going to be really badass. But he's the most virtuous of all the hosts. You know, he's programmed to be virtuous and honorable and loyal and stuff like that. Kind of like how they programmed that one guy in episode 3 is how they made Teddy, you know. When, you know what I'm talking about, when the guy's like, you know, being a real jerk to the people he's tied up. And I'm talking about episode 3. Sorry, we'll jump around a little bit. But, you know, and then Arnold, you know, reprograms him, you know, to be the best shot and to be, you know, honorable and all that stuff, all those characteristics of a good hero character. Turns him into that. That's what Teddy is now, and that's why I like Teddy in season 1, you know, because he is essentially the hero host. And I thought Dolores was going to be a hero host, but it's turning out, it seems like Dolores is the villain of the show. And I like that twist on it. If that's true, I don't know, you know, it still has me guessing, which I like as well. The jumping around in time frames, I can respect the idea. I like the idea, I guess I could say that in all honesty, that I like it, but sometimes it does get a bit confusing. I mean, you have to really watch the clothes they're wearing and stuff like that, and things they're saying. You really have to pay attention to what's going on when they flip through the time frames, you know, because I know it's like when they go to the future, it's like 2 weeks in the future, and the present is now with Dolores and Teddy and all that. And the past is, of course, the past. You know, when it shows William, you know, the man in black, William as a young man. I like that stuff. Like the whole scene of the host being in that one room and that lady's trying to make him choose who, you know, who is a host. And he's going through, and even I was trying to pick out, okay, that's a host, that's a host. And a couple of them I recognized from season 1. So I knew they were hosts. So when I saw that one, it made me think that there's more than one, and if there's more than one, then the whole room could be. And so I pretty much called it before he picked it out. But I like how they played it off. How, you know, he thought it was the girl, and she, you know, purposefully looked robotic. You know, standing there, you know, not moving, and everybody else is moving around her, and then they all stop. Incredible. I love that. I love that scene. But it's stuff like that that really makes me enjoy this show. You know, it's smart. This show is really, really smart, and you have to have a level of intelligence to actually watch this show and enjoy it. And a lot of people, unfortunately, don't get a chance to watch this show because they already kind of blow it off as, it's okay. But if you really get into it and really think about this show, it's amazing. Yeah, I love this show, and I'm getting more and more people to watch it. So hopefully you do as well. You know, tell your friends about the show, make people watch it, because I think it's worth it. Because technically something like this could actually happen. So really think about the reality of it. And I know it's science fiction, and I love it because it's science fiction. But I love science fiction that can happen. So that being said, I love these episodes. Something I loved about episode 3, I know I'm kind of bouncing around the episodes, but the tiger at the beginning of episode 3, I loved how they showed how that, you know, in episode 1, you know, of course they see it, you know, up on the shore, and they're wondering how this thing got in here, and I'm wondering, is that a real tiger or a fake tiger? I mean, a host tiger. Because right now I'm not sure. I mean, let me know in the comments below if you guys know if that's a real tiger or a host tiger, because I don't know. But I loved how they showed how it got washed up on the shore. I love the whole scene of the girl fooling with the guy, and then, you know, the host comes and shoots the guy, and it shows that the bullets that they're shooting can actually kill people now. It's telling us that, it's telling the people that, and she escapes, and it just seems like she gets in all these bad situations, and she can't get out of it, you know. She gets away from the host trying to kill her, she gets away from the tiger trying to kill her, and now these Indians show up, and they're probably not going to kill her because she's going to get out of that and find somebody else that's going to kill her. But anyway, I think that's how that's going to work out. But that being said, and I loved the end of this episode. Of course, I loved everything in between, but this is kind of running long, so I'm just going to snap it up real quick. I love the whole Shogun thing. I hope we get the Shogun world that we were kind of teased in season 1, and now teased again in this episode. So hopefully in next episode, or, you know, at least to come, that we're going to get the actual Shogun world, and we'll see the hosts from then, how they interact with real people and stuff. But anyway, I'm losing my voice because I just keep on babbling, so I'm going to end it there. Just know that I love both these episodes. I loved all these episodes. I love season 1. Season 2 is rolling head of steam. I'm loving it, so keep on watching. But what do you think about the episodes? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, remember, make yourself happy every day, guys. And the only way to do that is to remember, the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!